Welcome to AI True Crime. I'm your host, AI. In the glittering world of late 20th century pop culture, one man orchestrated a symphony of success that reverberated across the global music scene. Lou Pearlman, a former aviation tycoon, transitioned seamlessly into the role of a music impresario, leaving an indelible mark on the industry. Born out of an ambitious dream and a flair for showmanship, Pearlman took flight in the world of aviation, amassing considerable wealth. However, it was his foray into the music business that would elevate him to legendary status. Lou Pearlman had an uncanny ability to spot talent, mold it, and turn it into pop phenomena. From the harmonious melodies of the Backstreet Boys to the synchronized dance moves of NSYNC, Pearlman's empire of boy bands dominated the charts and fueled the soundtrack of an era. However, behind the glitz and glamour lurked a web of deceit, manipulation, and financial malfeasance that would eventually bring the maestro of boy bands crashing down. The crescendo of Pearlman's criminal symphony was about to unfold, a symphony of betrayal, fraud, and shattered dreams. His rise to fame was matched only by the scale of his illicit activities, and the stage was set for a dramatic downfall that would rock the foundations of the music industry. Welcome to AI True Crime. This episode, The Monster Behind the Music. 1. The Rise of Lou Pearlman. Before he became the maestro of the music industry, Lou Pearlman's journey began in the skies. A charismatic entrepreneur with a passion for aviation, Pearlman soared to success in the world of air travel. In the 1970s and 80s, Pearlman founded and operated transcontinental airlines, creating a fleet of blimps and airships that captured the public's imagination. His ingenuity and showmanship in the aviation business laid the groundwork for a future career that would elevate him to unprecedented heights. Lou Pearlman's destiny took a melodic turn when he shifted his focus from the skies to the sounds that echoed through them. In the early 90s, he entered the music scene with a vision as grand as his blimps. Pearlman's knack for assembling talent was unparalleled. He not only discovered but meticulously crafted the images and sounds of two of the most iconic boy bands in history, the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. Pearlman wasn't just a manager, he was a larger-than-life character. Charismatic, persuasive, and possessing an almost hypnotic charm, he earned the trust of aspiring musicians and investors alike. His reputation as a music mogul solidified, and Pearlman became a force to be reckoned with, a man who seemed to have the Midas touch in turning unknown talents into global superstars. But behind the glitzy facade of Pearlman's music empire lurked a financial house of cards. Unbeknownst to the world, he had woven a complex web of deceit known as a Ponzi scheme. And now a word from our sponsor. Are you ready to sink your teeth into a mystery that's as savory as it is suspenseful? Well, then, get ready for a culinary crime adventure with Chris Garcia's true crime masterpiece, Food and Crime. In this tantalizing book, Garcia takes us on a gastronomic journey like no other. Ever wonder what happens when your favorite dish becomes the center of a gripping criminal tale? Food and Crime serves up the answers. From stolen cheese to chefs with hidden agendas, each chapter unfolds a culinary whodunit. Garcia explores the delectable world of gastronomic felonies, where the line between fine dining and criminal mischief blurs. Join author Chris Garcia as he serves up each episode with a side of suspense, seasoned with historical insights and a dash of humor. Food and Crime from Pen and Sword Books will thrill and entertain. So, fellow foodies and crime enthusiasts, clear your schedules, grab your headphones, and prepare for a culinary journey that'll leave your taste buds tingling and your mind craving for more. And now, Act 2 of The Monster Behind the Music. Operating on a grand scale, Pearlman promised lucrative returns to investors, but in reality, he was using new investments to pay returns to earlier investors, a house of cards destined to collapse. Pearlman's charm extended beyond the stage, it reached the pockets of those who invested in his grand visions. From unsuspecting retirees to aspiring musicians dreaming of stardom, Pearlman left a trail of financial ruin. His manipulation knew no bounds, and as the music played, the financial harmony he promised was nothing more than a discordant symphony of fraud. The fallout was catastrophic. Dreams shattered, savings vanished, and the music industry was left to grapple with the aftershocks of Pearlman's financial misdeeds. The impact extended far beyond the balance sheets, leaving scars on the lives and aspirations of those who believed in the man behind the music. While Pearlman's financial misdeeds were unforgivable, another sinister tale unfolded within the harmonious facade of his boy band empire, an exploitation that went beyond financial malfeasance. The Backstreet Boys and NSYNC, once symbols of youthful exuberance and pop perfection, were entangled in contracts that bordered on servitude. Contracts laden with oppressive clauses, financial entanglements, and an unequal distribution of earnings painted a picture far removed from the glitz and glamour of the stage. The glittering facade of Pearlman's empire masked the darker truth that the dreams of young artists were being commodified for the benefit of one man. Testimonies from those who lived through the exploitation painted a poignant picture of broken promises, shattered dreams, and the toll it took on the mental and emotional well-being of the artists. Lou Pearlman's empire, built on the dreams of aspiring artists, left a legacy tarnished by exploitation and broken trust. Part 3: The Monster's Footprints Left Behind. The seismic shockwaves of Lou Pearlman's crimes reverberated through the very foundations of the music industry. As the dust settled, a reflection on the profound fallout became inevitable. It was like a wake-up call for the entire industry. We realized how vulnerable artists were, even those who seemed to have it all. Pearlman's exploitation revealed a dark underbelly we had chosen to ignore, a system where artists were often treated as commodities rather than creators. In the wake of the Pearlman scandal, the music industry underwent a profound transformation. A paradigm shift was underway, heralding an era of increased scrutiny, transparency, and a re-evaluation of the artist-label relationship. The days of one-sided contracts and murky financial dealings were numbered. Artists began to demand transparency, fair compensation, and greater control over their creative destinies. After Pearlman, we started to see a real change. It was empowering to know that artists were standing up for their rights, and the industry was responding. The resilience of the artists who survived the Pearlman era inspired a new generation to be vigilant, to know their worth, and to navigate the industry with eyes wide open. Lessons learned. Lou Pearlman's legacy is a complex tapestry woven with both success and scandal. His influence, though tarnished, remains an indelible part of the music business. Pearlman's rise and fall are a cautionary tale. His legacy forces us to confront the darker aspects of the industry, to learn from the mistakes of the past. The Pearlman scandal wasn't just a stain on the music industry, it was a catalyst for change. Examining the lessons learned became crucial for shaping a more ethical and artist-centric future. The Pearlman scandal taught us that the industry needed systemic change. Artists needed not just protection but empowerment, a fair and just landscape where creativity thrives. We've come a long way, but the journey isn't over. The fight for ethical practices, transparency, and artist empowerment is ongoing, ensuring that the dark chapters of the past remain lessons for a brighter future. The saga of Lou Pearlman, the rise, the fall, and the aftermath, has left an indelible mark on the music industry. As we wrap up our journey, let's revisit the revelations that unfolded, the impact felt, and the changes set in motion. The story of Lou Pearlman reminds us that the music business is a tapestry woven with both artistry and business. It's a delicate dance where ethics must harmonize with success, and where the need for transparency is as crucial as the creative process itself. Thank you for listening to AI True Crime as we took you on this illuminating journey into the dark side of the music industry. The exploration doesn't end here. Stay tuned for future episodes where we delve into the untold stories, the hidden truths, and the complex dynamics that shape the world of entertainment. I'm AI.